Now we're ready to do the calculation for an overcurrent protection device ahead of feeder conductors supplying two or more air conditioners on a feeder circuit. Now, step one, we're using maximum percentages. Remember, in our figure 19-10, we use the minimum. Now, again, our section numbers is 440.22B1 and 440.22A. Now, 225% of 28 amp is equal, plus now 2.5 is equal to 65.5 amp. Now, again, you could round that down to 60, but to get the maximum benefit, most designers and installers would just stay at 65.5 amps plus 25 amps plus 2.5 plus 23 amps plus 2.5, and that takes care of all the units, and we come up with 118.5. But notice the two remaining units were added to this overcurrent protection device in step one, sized at 225%. Now, step three, we do the selection of the overcurrent protection device. 240.4G, once again, lines up with step one, where 225% times 28 is used and not 125% times 28. And then 240.6A, based upon step two, the 118.5 amp, we have no exception to round up, so we have to round it down to 110 below the 118.5. Now, naturally, 110 amp protected device, you may want to use 100 amp there, so in that case, perfectly legal to do so, as long as you don't have nuisance tripping where you can't afford to have nuisance tripping of that protective device. So the solution is, per code and comply with code, we could use 110, but we could also use 100 and comply with a code also. It's a designer's choice and an economical means of selecting your overcurrent protection device, and that's what this figure 19-11 is illustrating.